6 Sports starts now.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Bo Williams.
And I'm Sam Rothman. Welcome to Friday Night Frenzy Live. This is our new way of bringing you high school football coverage. We're going to start off by looking at the games we have for you tonight.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the matchups, some great matchups tonight, that is for sure. We've got one that they haven't played each other since 1976, and that's one of the big games we'll be watching tonight. Of course, that is Gibbs and Alcoa tonight. Hard to believe they haven't played. It has been that long, but here are some of those matchups. Oak Ridge, Lenore City, Lipscomb Catholic. That's an interesting matchup, Sam.
Catholic looks really good this year, but Lipscomb has had the last laugh the past 4 years. It doesn't matter if Catholic was having a good year or bad year. It seems like Lipscomb got the win, so it'll be really interesting to see if Catholic, can continue that strong season, but also take down Lipscomb tonight.
Take a look at some of the other matchups we've got going on for you. There's, you see the rest of the field there. South Doyle Heritage, another one we'll be watching closely for you. Other games all around the area tonight: Fulton, Anderson County, Coalfield, Rockwood, Maryville, Bearden, Campbell County taking on Carnes, and Loudon will be taking on Kingston tonight. So again, just a handful of matchups we'll be watching. We'll be keeping an eye on other games for you as well, but already right now, Alcoa and Gibbs, this is the big game of the week right now.
Yeah, it's Alcoa's welcome to 4A party. Gibbs is the lucky school that gets to welcome them to 4A. Obviously, Alcoa, 10-time state champion. And then we have a live look now at Alcoa at Gibbs. Both these teams came in with big offenses. Alcoa averaging over 45 points per game, Gibbs 35 points per game. But when you're going up against Alcoa every year, you know what you're going to get.
Yeah, and Seth Cyber, our player of the week.
Yes.
Interesting, I saw he came out there and started to shake the hands of the players from Alcoa.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was welcoming them to 4A,
welcome to
them
4A.
to Gibbs for the first time since '76. Not sure what he was doing, but a nice gesture, especially after what we saw between the Eagles and the Cowboys. This was a refreshing something.
Hopefully we don't have any spitting tonight.
Right.
The best thing about this matchup is that there's a lot of storylines. Like you said, 1976, the last time they met, but Gibbs has never scored a point against Alcoa. Both of those wins for the Tornadoes were shutouts. So Gibbs has a lot on the line tonight. And, a lot of these teams in 4A want to have, be successful and show that, Alcoa isn't, and Alcoa does something like that.
Well, Keith Jones tried to roll out right. There was nobody to throw to. Great coverage that time by Alcoa, as again, Gibbs trying to do something. One thing we should point out when you look at these two teams, and I was looking at their first games here out of the gate, they have both come out of the gate strong, putting up some serious points in the first half. So it's going to be interesting to see who can hold the other offense at bay early going. Alcoa some 35 points out of the gate, Gibbs 49. So we'll see how the two defenses play here. But Gibbs right now, they got to get something going here. Keith Jones Jr. in at quarterback, and we've got a whistle. So just to get things going, you get the whistle.
That's not what you want to start things off. And Alcoa, obviously 10-time straight champion in 3A.
Right.
The 3A team's so happy that Alcoa is no longer there. The 4A team's also happy. I know we talked to Brad Turner earlier today. He said, why not us, right?
Head
coach of Gibbs.
That's his message to his team tonight.
And it's also, if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. And Alcoa,
without question.
Is the best.
They're the best.
That's what it is.
10 straight, I don't care what level you're playing. But again, just pretty impressive. So again, Gibbs trying to do something. They rolled right last time, they go left this time, and again, really nowhere to go. Nice pursuit by the Alcoa defense. Also really not giving anything downfield for the Gibbs quarterback to even look at. So they're going to have to kind of figure things out as they now go to third down.
That's what Alcoa does. They just make it tough. It just seems like every single play, you're out there on offense against them and you don't have anything. They just adjust so well, and that's what Brian Nix and the staff have been able to do on both sides of the ball, just adjust. Doesn't matter who they're facing. They always seem like they have the upper hands on the game plan and kind of know what's coming next.
And this is the part I love. It's something a little different that you were looking at there, because you don't get to see what all the photographers are doing each night. You've been there. I've been there. Casey K is out there.
That was Casey right there running down the sideline.
You log a lot of miles.
You do. It's the workout of the day.
Yeah, it truly is. And trying to get that shot, trying to stay ahead of the play, it is not an easy job. But a good crowd tonight.
Great crowd.
When I look at this stadium, it wasn't that long ago that Gibbs was going through some big changes with their stadium. They didn't have a place to play.
Yeah.
They went a whole season without an actual home field.
It must be awesome for them to see that then now look into the stands, a packed crowd. On the visitor side, from this angle, it looks like a lot of Alcoa fans there too on the visitor side.
Well, they're going to travel well.
Yeah.
When you're 10-time champ, They are going to definitely travel well. You see the time left here. We're still early going in this one right now, but we'll find out what Gibbs does here, what Alcoa does. Alcoa now with the football, and there's so many storylines here with the Tornadoes. Quick pass, and looks like he dropped the ball. But the big story here for Alcoa, and we got to talk about him, Thomas Manu, the quarterback.
Week 1, I was here with Stan watching our first glimpse at him, and I said, "Is that Eli Graff?" I mean, it's crazy. Eli Graff was the signal caller for 3 years, and Thomas Manu comes in. Obviously, huge steps to, huge shoes to fill.
Sure.
But he really's done it. I mean, they're both undersized quarterbacks. They both are mobile. They both seem calm, cool, collected in the pocket. It's just crazy that you go from one guy to the next guy, and it's just no drop-off. Yeah, seamless.
And even that first matchup against Maryville, we said this could be the area that could change the game for Alcoa, because nobody had seen this kid before, right? I mean, he'd been a backup, hadn't had any starting time, and he comes
played
out there.
Safety last year because he was just he's an athlete, right? And you just want him on the field, so he played safety, unselfish, even though he is a quarterback. He said, "Coach, I'll do whatever the team needs." Played safety, and now here he is on offense, getting already off to a good start this year. Last week, 6 touchdowns. Now, Brian Nix told us he wasn't really sure, but he thinks it's a school record because they couldn't find anyone else that had thrown more than he did. But he threw 6 touchdown passes last week.
Yeah,
that's
Nick's,
not easy to do.
No, it isn't. And Nick's even telling our KCK, just an all-around athlete, and there's no question about that. Quick pass near side, picking up with a handful of yards there for Alcoa.
Cooper.
Yep, the senior, 6'1", 170 pounds. Nice grab there and picked up some yardage as well. So Alcoa knocking on the door as they are driving, trying to get that first score of the game.
Going back a couple of weeks, week 1, we saw Alcoa kind of doing 2 yards at a time, kind of that slow-pace offense, burn them down. Looks like they're moving a little quicker tonight against this Gibbs defense. If you're Gibbs, maybe you're not so happy about that. Well, they're moving faster against them.
You're going to have to dig in here. Of course, like we said, these two teams, they have not seen each other since the 1970s, these two programs. These kids haven't played against each other probably ever.
Yeah, they weren't even thoughts in 1970.
That's true. So let's find out what Alcoa does this time, and they're going to keep it on the ground, coming straight at you and into the end zone, and just like that, Alcoa, on the scoreboard, the junior popping it in there for the 6 points.
Just too easy, 6 for 6. There he goes. Yeah. It's too easy.
On Channel 6.
Yeah, on Channel 6.
WAT 6+, regardless of where you're watching.
Yes.
You get where we're going with this. But Alcoa on the scoreboard, and just like that, in a blink of an eye, with 8:59 left to go here in the first quarter, Alcoa already on the scoreboard.
Gibbs, obviously after the field goal, Gibbs will get the ball back. And for them, it's early on in the game and everything, but you want to see how they adjust, if they can punch back, because this could get out of hand quickly if that's the way that this Alcoa offense is going to go up against Gibbs tonight. Yeah,
that is for sure, and we're going to have to really see how Gibbs comes back out here and counters with this one after this 7 points scored here to take the early lead. We're watching a handful of games for you around the area. Another one that we're keeping an eye on is with West right now, right? This is where we're headed. Let's see, who are we taking on? Yeah, West at Central.
It looks like Central is banging on the door. It looks like only a couple yards out.
These two teams played last year. West was a 48-20 winner in that matchup. Central hoping to return the favor this year. It looks like they are knocking on the door. West is one of those teams that had a lot of question marks coming in. A lot of off-season distractions this year, changes as far as we got a fumble on the exchange right off the snap. Looks like Central got it back. They've gone from whatever they were going to call to the tush push. I'm not sure, or maybe West says they have it. We'll find out who's got the football.
Oh, it looks like West.
Did they pick it up? But it looks like maybe they did.
Like West. Oh, there's flags.
Yeah. So we're going to have to iron this one out and figure out. But Central was knocking on the door on this one. And, again, looked like something with the exchange there. Great camera work that time you saw. They just couldn't, Central just couldn't get it to the quarterback, and the ball was bouncing around. The question is, who did come up with it?
Looks like we'll find out right now.
Looks like it's going against West, but first down. So unsportsmanlike against West, but I believe West recovered the football. And they're going to get it, you talk about deep in their own end.
That's as deep as you can.
So we're being told Central's already up 7-0 in this game. Central, by the way, coming into this one 1-1 on the year. West 0-1. West losing to Maryville last week. Maryville was a little hot under the collar after losing that tight one to Alcoa. Took out some of their frustrations on West. A 48-7 win for Maryville in that game. Central, by the way, defeated Fulton 48-13. So they're coming in a little bit on a high, hoping to get something going. So we'll get a good look at the West offense. They can't get any closer to us. Right there on their own 1. And that might even be generous. But they kept Central from getting into the end zone. So let's see what happens.
That's Jack Harrison at quarterback for the Rebels.
Quick handoff up the middle.
Bottled right up. Oh, it's sacked. That'll be a safety, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't even make it out of the end zone.
Well,
Great penetration by the Central defense.
I guess if you fumble it, that's the, you know what, you say, yeah, that you don't want to do that, but at least you got 2 points.
We don't get the 6, but we'll take the 2.
Yeah, we'll take 2.
So just like that, Raheem Lee was the one, the ball carrier there, but just there was no push off that offensive line. Great penetration again by Central, and just like that, when you think maybe West has made a stop, Central puts 2 more points on the board to make it 9-0.
Hopefully it doesn't rain. Their paint's going to get messed up on their chest. They worked so hard on that.
They're going to be cold, that's for sure, if it does start to rain. Hopefully, you know, we were talking with Theo Cook earlier. You know, he's been telling us if we do see any rain, it might not be till the end of some of these games.
Yes.
So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. That's how this all plays out. We've got a lot of games we're going to be touching on. Stay with us. Much more of Friday Frenzy Live when we come back. And welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. We're taking you around the area to get you up to date on what's happening with high school football. Another game we're watching closely, Sam. South Doyle and Heritage. South Doyle kind of surprising people off to a 2-0 start this year.
Yeah, it's a battle of beatings. I lost my train of thought.
Heritage 1-0, yeah.
Heritage is 1-0 because Heritage's game against Clinton was called off due to weather. So it really is a battle of unbeaten. And yeah, South Doyle already have matched last season's win total.
Yeah, they had a tough year last year. That's
so
for sure.
That's great. If we weren't Alcoa Gibbs for Game of the Week, this is
a close runner-up because these are 2 teams that really could do something this year.
For sure.
Off to good starts. Heritage, you know, obviously with Ossavet there coaching them, doing a fantastic job. You know, but right now we'll see how they do against the South Doyle team that seems to be on a little bit of a roll coming out of the gate. Last week they beat Carnes on the road 31-21. And, of course, Heritage, a 28-21 winner over CAK. Looks like we picked this one up with South Doyle with the football. They're in the white coming right at you. You're
going to want to look at, with South Doyle on offense, keep on the lookout for number 1. That's Isaiah Winfield. Obviously, he doesn't have it right now, but
a great little pass there. A good little connection there. Benson Brang, the quarterback, the junior, tossing it out there to DeAndre Nixon.
But they like running the ball. So
actually, Sean Hall, the tight end junior, was on the receiving end there. So going airborne
and
a little bit.
On the other side for Heritage, though, Coach Ossavet, this is year 4, came in with freshmen that are now seniors, and he told us at Media Day, it's time to get return on investment. Yeah. He said, I put in 4 years to these kids. It's time for us to have a winning season, have a good year. So we'll see what happens. It's very early, but yeah, they're all over him. Double team there.
Yeah, nice catch, though, that time hanging onto the football. Camarion Rice. I would have dropped that one after that lick he took there, but nice job hanging onto the football.
I wouldn't have gone up after that. I would still be down there.
But also good coverage, too, by Heritage. So South Doyle obviously not running an up-tempo. We're going to talk about it a little bit. Take their time.
Plan it out.
That's right. And it's been working for them.
Yeah.
This season. So Brang out of the shotgun. Looking
deep, wants to.
Nowhere to go. Yep. Oh.
All right, good scramble play. Get some yardage there.
And nothing turned into something for Jeremiah Smith. Nice job getting open there by Smith, the junior wide out.
If your name is Jeremiah Smith, are you just a wide receiver or something? Yeah.
It's just born in their blood. That's your name. You're going to be a wide receiver. But again, South Doyle right now marching down the field, taking their time. But again, doing a nice job. Got out of a little bit of a pickle there just a moment ago. But keeping the drive alive here as they are knocking on the door. Still out of the shotgun. There's the handoff up the middle, and nice blocking up front,
and
we're off and running
Yep.
far side and tripped up, but a nice run that time by Mill Crenshaw, the sophomore.
I guess Mill heard me talking about his partner, Isaiah Winfield. Isaiah Winfield was averaging over 120 rushing yards per game. And Mill said, yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah,
so let me get in on the action.
He almost got 6, coming up just a tad shy there of the end zone. He was tripped up. We'll see what they do, if they keep it on the ground or if they roll it out to one side or the other.
Just got to tap it in.
Well, right there on the
tush
one.
Push.
Little tush push. Let's see what they do.
That band in high school, who knows? That could happen.
Still working out of the shotgun. High snap, brings it down.
Oh,
and nice job that time by Heritage. They saw that one coming all the way. So good coverage by the Heritage defense.
Thomas Bowers.
Yeah, the linebacker, a senior.
He's done that before, yeah. Like I've had 4 years of this. I know it's coming. Said, Mill, you're not doing it this time.
So that'll back it up 4 yards. They'll place it at the 5. Let's see if this time they try to mix it up a little bit. Still working on that shotgun. That seems to be their go-to. Now going up under center. Fakes the handoff, Brain, quick pass into the corner. Did he catch it? Did he bring it in? He did.
Oh. Referee wasn't putting his, he didn't put his hands up. He wasn't sure, but.
Great catch, though, for South Doyle getting on the board, and that is Rondell North, the sophomore.
He went up north to get that one.
He really did.
Big jump up there.
Well executed play. Great pass,
play,
too.
Yeah.
So with the extra point, they could tie it up here at 7. Heritage scored early in this one. South Doyle hoping to even it all up here at 7 all.
And I think this is an early sign of what's to come. I think this is going to be a back and forth game, really tight. This might be, one we'll want to watch up until the finish. But so far, a good game.
Great kick, too.
And it's good. 7-7.
7-7. Love it. Bringing you all the action live here on Friday Frenzy Live. Doesn't get any better than that. We watched South Doyle drive. Cherokee's up now on the Mountaineers. 7-7. Another game we're watching, Oak Ridge, Lenoir City. Now, Lenoir City, they're still licking their wounds after that Loudon game. Oak Ridge playing hot, and Sam right here is the reason why.
Yeah, except what is this guy doing? Blocking our shot. All right, there we go.
Don't worry, Oak Ridge will turn it into something for the big gain, right?
Yeah, and he's just going to take that all the way
Will
down.
Presley on the return there.
Yeah,
and we saw this last week.
Yeah, we've seen this for a couple of years now. Will Presley has multiple Division I offers, and for reasons like that, he can just he's on the right side, then he's on the left side, and then he's in the end zone.
But you don't see the ability for him not to go out of bounds.
Yeah,
he was
keep the feet in, right.
Going that way, shifted it back, 35-0.
Yeah.
And you also got to give hats off there to Blaine Stansberry, the quarterback. Yeah. We saw these two guys hook up all Friday last week, and again, they're doing it again now. So Oak Ridge looking good. 35-0 is the score right now, this game on the road at Lenoir City. We mentioned Lenoir City. We thought last week was going to be their week to break that jinx against Loudon, and Loudon came out really on the opening kickoff and returned it and really put a hurting on Lenoir City. They've got to regroup after a big week 1 win. It seems like they're just missing a beat here.
Right. And Bo, I said that Will Presley had a couple of D1 offers. He's actually committed. Do you know where he's committed to?
Where's he going?
Miami of Ohio.
Is he really?
Miami of Ohio, if I check my notes.
Should I sing the fight song?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, that is my alma mater.
And
Fantastic.
Bo has a Miami of Ohio helmet. You'll be a Will Presley fan.
I do. I should have brought my helmet out here.
You have the flag. Right. So, yeah. If only, maybe after the commercial break, we'll have the flag, we'll have the helmet. Bo could put on a performance for all of you.
I'm going to have to go up to Oak Ridge and watch them in person and, watch the future Red Hawk. But good news there, for my Red Hawks and for Oak Ridge. He's still got a lot of games to play. Yeah. Oak Ridge is going to be one of the favorites this year, obviously, in their region. They had a great season last season, looking to do it again this year.
It's a veteran team. You look at, you talked about quarterback Blaine Stansberry. He's a senior. You have Will Presley's been there. Malik Howard has been there. He has a Tennessee offer. As you know, Bearden is celebrating on that stop right there.
This is still, I think we're still at Oak Ridge. Is it still?
That was Oak Ridge,
Lenoir City, It's still Oak Ridge, Lenoir City. But big carry there for Oak Ridge as they are looking pretty good, looking like they might challenge once again. Let's see where they're spotting the ball here. But Yeah, Lenore City, they need to regroup. That was a tough loss last week.
Yeah.
Interesting when you look at the breakdown, 53-53, points for, points against for Lenore City. Oak Ridge coming in this one, 70 points for, 26 against. They're definitely putting some points on the board.
For sure.
They got some offensive weapons, and here they come once again, looking to maybe take this one up to 42 if they can. Right now they're up 35-0 in this game. Stansberry looks like he's going to throw again. Goes far side. Obviously, it's complete.
Yeah.
Who is that running
Looks
it
like
in?
he's in.
Another touchdown.
He ran out of our screen.
Number 9 is what we're being
9.
told. Looks like Jarrell Jamerson. So the senior getting his name into the stats book. And that didn't take long. Just a couple of plays on that drive.
If we're mathing, they're already up to 40, what, 41?
41.
42 if you get the
extra point, right?
Yeah. I mean, this Oak Ridge looks like
explosive.
Yeah. They moved up classifications this year. It doesn't seem to bother Derek Rang's squad. 42.
Looks like it's good. 42. So 42-0. Mark it down. So good stuff there by Oak Ridge. They're looking good. 42-0. There is your score against Lenore City. We'll continue to keep you up to date on that one, but man, it's going to be could be a long night there for the Panthers. Maryville Bearden is another one we're watching. Expecting big things from Maryville in this game. They've come out of the gate strong.
A little far, but if you see on the left side of your screen, that's an interception.
Yeah, take a look at it. We're going to slow it down. But, on the far side there with the pick. Actually, Bearden coming up with a big play there to stop Maryville. Let's see what happens here just a tad later. Here we go. And this was Maryville.
Yeah.
It's a Maryville score. So
that's
Will
to
Jones.
Max Sir, the tight end. And I mean, there's no one on him. Just right into the breadbasket. And
that's a good-sized target, too. The 6'3", 240-pound tight end, Max Sir. Jones finding without any problem.
Yeah. Again, another team that has a lot of pieces coming back, and you can see as the season starts to go on, those veteran pieces. You can't teach veteran experience, and that's just Max Sayre knowing where Will Jones is going to be and being able to make something.
Well, Heritage now up 14-7, so they have scored another touchdown since we went away. It was 7-7 last time we checked in. It's now 14-7.
Quick drive.
Heritage. Yeah, very quick
too long
drive.
Ago.
You blink and you're going to miss something. Where South Doyle was really pacing themselves down the field. Obviously, Heritage playing with a little bit more tempo as they quickly take it downfield and score. So back at home, Heritage there in Blount County up 14-7. We'll continue to check in with this one and keep you up to date. And we'll see if South Doyle can answer here like they did just a few moments ago. Here's some other scores from around the area. We just saw the Maryville score another touchdown there in the second. But Anderson County, interesting story there. I mean, they don't have their quarterback.
No, Anderson County's quarterback. We talked about him leading up to the season. J.D. Gillum, son of Davey Gillum, head coach Davey Gillum, and he has unfortunately broke his collarbone last week, out 5 to 6 weeks. He unfortunately has not been able to go through a season of football without getting injured or having a health issue, so that's just a big blow for Anderson County, but they're on the board 7-0, and then looks like Bradley Central is having its way against Hardin Valley.
Yeah, and Hardin Valley's actually gotten out of the gate pretty strong this season, so I'm kind of surprised to see this one. Though Bradley Central, he always has a good football team. Carter at Union County, 35-6. Catholic Lipscomb, we're going to be checking in with this game a little bit later on. This is one that we've been watching closely, but still 0-0, so we haven't missed anything there. Cherokee at Sullivan East, right now Sullivan East up, and then Grace Christian at home to Chattanooga Central, 14-7. They trail in the second. Stay with us, we've got a whole lot more. We're just getting started. More Friday Frenzy Live in a moment. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Bo Williams along with Sam Rothman. We were just talking about Anderson County. Sam, this is how they got on the board.
Yep.
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy. That's Jason Thompson, right, running in? Wrong.
Damian.
Damian Lavelle. We were told. So then
So this must have made it 14.
Be 14-0, and this made it 14-0. We got ahead of ourselves. The first touchdown was Jason Thompson. Not surprised they're turning to the run game tonight. If you missed it before, we talked about it before the last break. freshman quarterback J.D. Gillum out 5 to 6 weeks with a broken collarbone. They had no other quarterback on their roster.
Right.
They have an Elizabethton transfer. He was playing wide receiver for them. Jackson Price, we were told, we'll have to see when we see if we pick it up live, but we were told that he would be starting quarterback tonight.
Okay.
Just an unfortunate situation. A lot of build-up. Not only hard for Coach Davey Gillum as a coach, but as a dad to see your son go down.
And if you've been watching, we had our previews. This kid can really throw the football.
Yeah, I mean, he has Division I offers.
Right.
When he was in 8th grade, he's getting looks and just.
But he's got 3 more years, and hopefully we'll see him before the end of this season. I know you're saying he's about 5 to 6 weeks out of action.
I think we have that Alcoa Anderson County game circled, Week 10. Hopefully, JD will be back to play in that game.
Well, since we're talking about Alcoa, let's take a look at Alcoa right now. Alcoa really started to put the points on against Gibbs. Great pass here into the corner. Really doesn't get any better than that.
Right to Jameer Dean. That's his guy. I mean, that's Jameer Dean doing what Jameer Dean does best. And Thomas Manu, it's just been, I know we've said it so many times, but it's just so impressive for this guy to come in, big shoes to fill. You're coming into this program. And you're playing like that. You're getting it done on the ground. You're getting it done in the air. It just looks so seamless for Alcoa. It just always is. Yeah,
21-0 is your score right now. Tornadoes and Eagles. Alcoa looking to go to 3-0. And you got to start one. We've touched on a couple players. Talking about they're getting offers. Manu's going to start turning some heads.
Yeah.
Like I said, coming into the season, no one really knew a whole lot about this kid because he had been a backup.
Right.
Now he's getting his chance to shine, and he is truly taking advantage of it. And he's only a junior. We need to point that out. He's got a whole other year to go.
And we saw with Eli Graff just the way that he plays. Yeah, he got offers. He's undersized, but you can't teach that. You can't teach that dedication, that willing to lower your shoulder, willing to take the hit. And that's what Alcoa does, and that's why these guys have been successful. It just seems like they fit in so well because team first, they're undersized, maybe they have a little chip on their shoulder, and they just want to show that, they can do it. They might not be 6'1", 6'2", but they can get the job done too.
Brian Nick says they're just tough. That's how they play. They play tough football. Let's go back live to this one right now and get you up to date. And we should also talk about Coach Nix. You talk about a tough job. He came in and replaced a legend at Alcoa and has kept it going.
And if you talk to Coach Nix at any time, you understand why he has kept that legacy going. I mean, he is football to the max. He loves being a football coach. He loves the game of football. It's just the perfect guy. Former Rebel, former Maryville Rebel, but he's all Tornado now. And what he's been able to do with this program, I joke with him, he's ran out of fingers for rings. So if he takes it home this year with 4A, he's going to start putting them on his toes.
Yeah.
I mean, how heavy is that on your fingers, too? 10 straight state titles. Just, it's unbelievable. And it doesn't matter if they have a player get hurt or change out quarterback or anything. They just next guy up, next man up mentality. You always hear that with football teams, but Brian Nix and this Alcoa staff, he gives a lot of credit to his OC, to his assistants. They embody that next man up mentality and just figuring out how to get the job done.
Well, Gibbs is going to have to get something going right now. It looks like a little bit of a pep talk happening, a timeout right now on the field. And that's kind of what you have to do now if you're Gibbs. You got to sit and say, okay, wait a minute now. We're down 21-0 in this one. Brad Turner's got to get his team together and say, all right, okay, we're down. But there's still a lot of football to be played here. We can still do something here. Let's just not pack it in.
Especially when you have an offense like Gibbs does. I mean, they know how to score. We've seen it the first 2 weeks. We've seen it during Brad Turner's reign here at Gibbs. And it's tough going down 21-0. It's tough when it's on your home field. But the good thing is they did it early, and there's a lot of game left.
Yeah, there is. And one thing that Brad Turner pointed out, if you were with us during our newscast tonight, one thing he likes about his quarterback, Keith Jones, who I believe is only a sophomore, is that this kid lives for the big moment. He likes the tough situation. He wants to be backed into a corner. He wants to play in the big game. So he's getting his chance right now.
Nothing tougher than this, down 21-0, right? So. Yeah, and Keith Jones, you talked about Thomas Manu having tough shoes to fill. For Keith Jones, too, Warren Axton, senior veteran, loves to sling it. I mean, Gibbs' offense has been powerful every single year. So, it's only week 3, and you're going up against Alcoa. Like, it's going to be tough. There's going to be some adjustments that have to be made. If you're Gibbs, you have to get a stop here. You just cannot let this thing get out of hand. As Jameer Dean is...
Nice cut
finally
there.
Taken down,
Pelt with the punt, by the way, for Gibbs. Don't want to leave the punter out.
Yeah.
They don't get enough love.
All right.
Got to recognize
Bo's
the punter.
all about giving the punter some love.
But there, Jameer Dean with a nice return. Definitely had some space there to do something.
Yeah.
So it gets it back into Gibbs territory, and Alcoa will look to extend their lead to 28 with this drive. But you're right. This is where Gibbs really has to kind of do a little soul searching, dig in. You're at home. Not out of the game yet.
No, I mean, it's early. Yeah. Like, you can get back into this so easily, especially if you have this offense. The problem is you're going up against the Alcoa defense, and it's not going to be so easy with just the manpower that they have. But if you get a stop that's going to give you some confidence, you go back, you score, make it 21-7, that could be a big game changer. The problem is they're getting those running plays like that and just making it look easy. Yeah,
that's going to set up the pass play easy. This is DuBose. Damari DuBose, the junior, number 3 there up the middle. Nice gain for him as well for Alcoa.
And Casey's on the move.
Casey is on the move. She is already going to the back of the end zone. When you see the photographers going to the back of the end zone,
you know something good's happening.
That means they got a feeling that this one's going in to the end zone here soon. So we'll see. Manu hands it off once again to DuBose. Nice, breaks a couple of tackles. Finally is brought down, but again, another big gain. So they're knocking on the door. So Alcoa looking to go up 28-0 right now. Gibbs just doesn't seem to have an answer, at least not at this point.
Again, they just make it look so easy, and it's tough. It's got to be tough for these players just to get to, you need confidence, right? And they just kind of take anything that you have away just because they can move the ball so quickly and so well.
Keeping it on the ground.
Yeah,
this is Manu. And this is something we haven't talked about.
Right
we talked about his arm.
Your
Look at
living
that.
room. There he is. Right
Hello.
into Casey's
Thanks
camera.
So much. Yeah, exactly. We talk about this kid and his arm, but, he can run as well. I mean, he's one of their top rushers. I mean, he's a dual threat offensively, and just amazing. And when you look at Alcoa, too, keep in mind that their first 2 wins were against 6A opponents.
Yeah.
One was Maryville, which is obviously one of the favorites this year.
And that was a close game. That was a close game.
Yeah, they won it right at the end.
Right.
Bearden is rebuilding.
Yeah.
But still, you're going up against a 6A opponent. And so
all this talk about Alcoa going up to 4A doesn't matter?
So far, it doesn't.
If there was a 7A team, could they beat a 7A team?
Yeah. And there's the kick. I mean, their kicker kicks it all the way to the next time zone. So 28-0. That is your score.
Is there anything they can't do at this point? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're on a roll right now. But Alcoa looking good at Gibbs right now. Yeah. Still early in the second quarter of that one. All right, we're going to be checking in on some other games for you right now. Known as Coalfield and Rockwood is one of those games we've been watching for you. And take a look at some of the action here. Great run, nice cut. And just a big gain, still breaking tackles.
That's Jaden Davidson for Rockwood.
Fantastic
His teammates are pumped. You just heard them.
I mean, watch this, too. He sees the hole, cuts it inside. He's going to break a few tackles. Some guys, they get a hand on him there, but he's still going, got the legs moving.
Yeah.
Should have probably been brought down right about there, but hit him high.
Yeah.
Still going all the way into the end zone. Great run.
Coalfield's coach Benson Napier probably not going to be happy about him not being tackled there, but he might be happy about this, right? Here comes Coalfield, number 1 for Coalfield.
And right in, just getting into the end zone there, that's Jaden Bunch, a senior, running back.
That's one of their main 2 guys. They love Jaden Bunch, and they love plays like that. Just takes us to the outside and just scoots it on in.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of got around that one tackler. Made it look easy.
Yeah.
So there you go. Got a good game going on there.
Yeah, a little back and forth.
Yeah, Coalfield and Rockwood. All right, West and Central, another one of those games that we've been watching for you throughout the evening. So far, this one has been pretty much all Central, but we're going to see if West can get something rolling here. Last time we checked in, it was a 9-0 game. Central was on top. We saw them get a safety. West now set to punt it away. So we'll see how Central does here on the returns. They'll take it deep, and back they come. So that was Torrin McAfee, the senior, on the return for Central. We'll see if we can't get an updated score for you on this one. Like we mentioned, last time we checked in, it was a 9-0 Central lead. West made a huge stop at about the 1-yard line.
It
has changed dramatically, 22-7.
22-7.
All right, so Central is up 22-7. On West.
And it's just been a tough go for West. You have a coach that you had for years, right? Who you won state championships with, and it's a big change. And this team has faced a lot of adversity, a lot of new faces, and it's going to take some time. You kind of talked about Beard in a rebuilding year. Same thing here at West. It's not the West we've seen in years past. It's just going to take time for them to get back there.
Caden Long nowhere to go and is all wrapped up. So big play there for the West defense. The junior quarterback. So losing a few yards on that play, but again, Caden Long is the central QB.
Dale Campbell all over that for the Rebels. It looks like someone might be injured.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a cramp. Maybe they're stretching out that calf. I tell you what, we'll get more information here. We're going to take a quick break. You have more of Friday Frenzy Live when we come back. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. We're continuing to follow the latest for you right now. Anderson County continue to put some points on the board, Sam.
Yeah, that's Keyshawn Mills on the receiving ends of that touchdown. Up 23-0. That's huge for Anderson County, who, again, had to make this late second quarterback adjustment. A little far away, so I can't see who's playing quarterback for them. But hopefully if we get in a live look, we can see. But yeah, I mean, Anderson County doing really well. And for Fulton, this was a team that had really a turnaround last year.
Yeah.
They were 1-3 to start off the season, finished 6-5, but so far, if this game goes on this way, I'm going to fall to 0-3 to start off the season. And for Anderson County, it's been a little bit of a rough start to this season too, but this is so far a big game for the Mavs.
Well, I was going to say for Anderson County, especially after losing your quarterback, this would be huge for that team in the locker room, just to say, hey, okay, we can still get this done and to pick up a win like this. So right now, I mean, the game obviously is not over, but they're up 23-0 right now on Fulton.
Right, and we saw a couple of those touchdowns were on the ground, so we should see that, especially with a new quarterback coming in, that relying on the ground game, but also good to see that if you need to go to the passing game, you can get it done with a new quarterback.
Exactly. All right, let's go back to one of the games we've been watching for you, Alcoa and Gibbs. This has been all Alcoa. Tornadoes continue to do some damage. They are up, last time we checked, 28-0, and they've been spreading this one around, and they've really been going, you know, the run game has set up the air game, definitely.
For sure, and Thomas Manu has just looked like the man. I mean,
and they got the ball again.
Yeah, I mean, every single time we hop on, he's on our screen making something happen.
Well,
maybe
you know
we just
what?
jinxed it, but
we just jinxed it. That's the first.
It's all right. First drop we've seen, right?
First drop, or just the first play that did not work for Alcoa, at least when we've been checking in. But yeah, we've seen him throw a couple of touchdown passes tonight. I know you said he had 6 last week. He's got a couple tonight, and then we saw him with a nice run into the end zone to give them a 28-0 lead. So he is obviously looking pretty good, but we'll see what happens as he's still getting the play in here. Actually, no, they're
going for a field goal. And he's holding.
He's everywhere.
Does he do everything?
He's everywhere. So they're going to try to get 3. And we saw just a moment ago on the extra point that the ball just kept going, and it looks like, it's good.
It's good. So that should be 31-0.
31-0.
If we didn't miss anything.
So that was Kieran Tyson with the, I don't know the exact yardage, but an impressive 3 points.
And that's 31-0. And Brian Nix, we just saw a shot of Brian Nix screaming at his players. So again, football guy not happy, up 31-0.
Well, they didn't get a touchdown.
They didn't get a touchdown. You're right.
So there you go.
You left 3 points.
4.
Maybe even
4.
4.
3 or 4. Yeah,
3
you're
or
right.
4 on the board.
You're right. So, but regardless, they're up 31-0. So the fans are happy. The coach is going to find something.
I don't
right?
think they're ever happy, right?
Right. No, the coach, you gotta find something.
That's how you win 10 straight. You're never satisfied. You're looking for number 11.
All right, let's go back and check on what's happening between West and Central. West on the road in this one, looking to kind of turn things around, but they've got some work to do. As last time we checked in, it was 22-7 Central. On top, looks like we might have a stoppage in play.
Little break for our camera guy there. You need a break. You see it going up and down the sidelines.
And so far, too, since we're looking at the sky here, we've been talking about there's a chance of rain late in these games tonight. But right now, just a beautiful night for football. A little humid, but a nice night for you there. Hey, let's go back out and check on what's happening with Rockwood and Coalfield. Last time we talked about them, Coalfield scored. They were up 14-6 on Rockwood, but Rockwood But we're efforting that still. I understand to get that to you. But this is going to be that's going to be a back and forth game, that Coalfield and Rockwood game. We'll get that for you here in just a second.
Yeah, both teams who aren't maybe off to the start that they would like, especially for Coalfield, 0-2, some tough games, but looks like Rockwood on the move.
Right, so here they go, and punching it back
right
in. So
that is Adrian Darby, junior Adrian Darby. Again, just making it look easy. Just, yeah, I got a hole. I'm going to run through it. No big deal.
But like we mentioned, this one has gone back and forth. We'll wait and find out. Well, hopefully we'll get word here in a moment as far as the extra point, because it was a 14-6 game. So whether it went for 2 or went for 1, it's either 14-14 or 14-13.
They missed the extra point. So a lot
or
of
it could be 14-12.
Yeah, a lot of these small schools, you'll see them go for 2.
Just don't have the kicker either, right? Exactly. So that's actually a good game. We're going to keep up on that. We got a few that are getting a little out of hand here before halftime. We also have some pretty tight games as well that we've been checking on all across the area. But I don't know if these things really jumped out. The South Doyle Heritage game, it looks like that's going to be a good one, which we kind of anticipated. Right. You know, between those two.
And we got back there, kind of got out of hand a little bit, right, with Heritage, or am I thinking?
Well, Heritage had countered. Remember, we broke away, and then when we came back, they scored quickly.
Right, 14-7,
So South Doyle then, South Doyle a little bit, they kind of pace it a little bit slower as far as taking it downfield. So we'll try to get you update on that one. But our crews are going to be out. We've got more games we still need to be touching on, but we're going to take a look at some of the scores right now. And CAK up on Notre Dame, 14-3. Oliver Springs at the half over Oakdale, 14-0.
Both big, especially for CAK.
Halls and Powell.
That was last night.
Last night, 32-13.
Big win for Powell.
Battle of Emory Road.
Yeah. Deuce Rogers back his first full game, and he looked great.
So there's the Rockwood Coalfield, but I can tell you it's 14-12 or 13 or 14. We don't know what happened on the extra point on that one. Polk County 12-0 over Sequoia right now. That game in the second, the last time we had a chance to check on that one for you. Webb at home to Silverdale. I guess some work to do.
It's just been a tough season for Webb so far. You get lost. You see people that have these veteran senior-led teams, and you have teams that lost a lot of pieces and, again, are just going through that rebuilding phase, and that's what Coach Mahoney has over at Webb. All
right, Gatlinburg-Pittman, 7-6 at the half against Unicoi County tonight. Gatlinburg-Pittman was still one of my favorite, by the way, Farragut's struggling. Gatlinburg-Pittman, though, without question, my best story, when they heard Alcoa was moving up to 4A, they actually announced it over the school speakers during class.
Well, when you lose to them 3 years in a row in the semifinals and you haven't been able to go to the state title game and they're gone, you say this is our chance, right?
Right. Harriman, by the way, trailing Wartburg Central by 1 at the break, and in the second, Granger County still looking to get on the board against Volunteer. We're going to have a whole lot more for you. Stay with us. More of Friday Frenzy Live in just a moment. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Bo Williams, along with Sam Rothman. We're only an hour in. We got a whole other hour of football to go.
Yeah, we have another show. We're only at halftime. A lot of the schools are at halftime, and we're at halftime.
Yeah, we are at halftime. Actually, there's still some games trying to wrap up here in the second half. We're going to try to check in on some of them. But we've been watching a lot of tight games, and then others that have really gotten a little out of hand.
And one of those games that is out of hand is our game of the week.
Yep. Alcoa taking on Gibbs.
Yep, and is he just a little short, right?
Yep. It was close.
It was close.
Alcoa once again knocking on the door on this one.
Jalen Penson. And we think they're up 38-0, right?
Yeah, we
31-0.
got a report 38. Well, there we go.
31-0.
31.
All right,
so here we go. Maybe we're closing in on that 38.
Maybe we're foreshadowing what's about to come here.
Sorry if you're a Gibbs fan.
Yeah.
I don't want to jump too far ahead there, but again, Alcoa. This has pretty much been the scene all night long.
We've been staring at Thomas Manu all night long. He's looking over at the sideline, seeing what Coach Nix and the Tornado staff wants to play here.
It's first and goal.
So first and goal for Alcoa.
Yeah, it looks like there was a penalty on Gibbs.
So Manu's going to take the snap, and the handoff goes,
right,
well, I was going to say far side, but he took it right up the middle.
That's Damari DeBose. That's his second touchdown of the night.
We've seen him before, so DeBose with some big carries tonight.
Yeah. And every single time I watch Alcoa and you see number 77 on your screen, offensive lineman Jacob Crow, he's 6'8".
Yeah.
It makes sense why they can just run it in like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going up against a 6'8" guy.
Lining up there, you're like, boy, those guys are huge.
They're huge.
But again, it's just a credit again to Alcoa. I know we've been talking a lot about Alcoa here, but because of what Manu brings, you just can't key in on one individual. If he starts rolling, he can stay on the ground, he can take it to the air. I thought they missed that one. All right, that one's in. I was going to say,
and we've been talking a lot about Alcoa because every single time we go to this game, Alcoa has the ball. It seems like we haven't seen Alcoa on defense really yet. Seems like they're getting the job done, though, and it must be like 3 and outs quick, It doesn't seem like Gibbs has been able to move the ball down the field.
Still 4 minutes to go in the half on this one. So we're going to get set back up, as you can...
Casey's on the move again.
Casey's on the move. We need to put I told her this last week, we need to put like a step counter.
Yeah, I'm sure on your phone she can see.
Up and down the sidelines there. Yeah, maybe I'll shoot them next week and try.
All right, Bo's already leaving me.
No.
Who's coming back here?
So I like standing in here. This is
we can get our steps
Casey was giving me a hard time last week about my age. All right. Anyhow, so we're still watching a handful of games around the area. There's others that we're going to be checking in on that we haven't touched on yet. So we'll be bringing you those coming up here in just a little bit. So this is Grace Christian. This is a game we have not checked in on. They're taking on Chattanooga tonight, and they're actually down at Chattanooga Christian, and a little wide, but
there's some football going on.
There's some football happening. We're told 21-7 Grace. So good news for the kids from this part of East Tennessee. Grace Christian again on the road at Chattanooga Christian tonight, and obviously right now off to a pretty good start. So good news for them. We'll kind of monitor this one for you, and we're going to stick with this one. Of course, a lot of games right now at the half, so we're going to monitor this one a little bit closer than what we have seen here recently. So we'll try to get you more details. We'll try to grab some rosters here as well. Get you up there. Grace is on defense, by the way. Chattanooga right now with the football, and boy, this may tell the story of how things are going for Chattanooga Christian. You talk about swarm tackling. I mean, my goodness gracious. Nice job, first of all, by the Grace defense just to hang on to the kid and wait for some help. But right now, it looks like Chattanooga going the opposite direction right now. It's Grace in the white there, getting it done, ball placed at about the 15-yard line. So we'll see what happens here again as we're watching this one for you. Grace Christian and Chattanooga Christian as they line this one up. No huddle. They're going to spread the wide outs. And my guess is they're probably going to try to go airborne on this one here to see if they can't pick up some much-needed yardage. And they do. Completions there to pick up some of that yardage that they lost and a little bit more. So that'll bring up second down for Chattanooga as they're working to try to get out of their own zone. Grace, as we mentioned, on top right now in this one. So
yeah, and for Grace, you're happy that you're up 21-7.
Right.
We talked about Weston Edmondson all year last year, a quarterback who brought Grace back to the playoffs, back to a winning record. He was a great kid on the field, even better kid off the field. And he really had it.
Good hit there.
Yeah, he really had an incredible season. So the fact that Grace, has a new quarterback at the helm, some new pieces. Again, we've been talking about it all night. Some teams have been able to adjust quicker than others, and it seems like Grace has been able to do that, especially tonight.
Okay, I was off on my downs. It's now fourth down, so Chattanooga Christian's going to have to punt this one away. So Grace is going to get the ball back, looking to add to their lead on the road as they made the trip down I-75 to Chattanooga tonight. So we'll see what comes up here on the punt. We got everybody in the shot here, from kicker to return.
It's like we're at the game.
We're going to let this one roll. This one's probably going to go out of bounds, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, it goes out about the 38, 39-yard line. So that's where Grace Christian is going to take over, and we'll see if they can add to their lead.
We talked about Catholic Lipscomb. This is Catholic's year. Bo, if you would have to guess the score right now, what would you think that score is?
Do we know what quarter we're in? Second quarter, third quarter? We know halftime? I'll just guess.
No idea.
I'll guess. We say it's Catholic's year.
Yeah.
The Lipscombs had their number.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Catholic's up. You're looking at me with a smile. So
yeah.
I'm going to say it's like...
I don't have a good poker face.
I'm going to say it's like 28-0.
Yeah, it's 35-0.
35 Catholic.
No,
okay.
I have the worst poker face ever. Yeah, 35-0.
And keep in mind, Catholic coming off a big win at Anderson County, right? Well, that was last week, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, Catholic has looked great, and we kind of heard this rumblings. I know we had talked about it in the office. You have Mac Bartholomew at quarterback.
Right.
He's settled in. You have Tyreek King. He's coming to Tennessee. He obviously, Coach Kelsey Pope is there watching Tyreek probably have already over 100 receiving yards tonight. they just have a lot of pieces. And the fact is they have a lot of good wide receiver pieces that you can't just focus on Tyreek, because if you're focused on Tyreek, a lot of people will double team him, and then you're over there,
Right.
So Catholic has just really been able to make it work.
Boy, see that score. If you're watching the ticker at the bottom, Maryville up 42-0 on Bearden at the half, as we're keeping up to date with all the latest there. Lakeway Christian trailing to Boyd Buchanan. Grace Christian, Chattanooga Christian, that's what you're looking at right now. Bradley Central up 42-0 on Hardin Valley. That one at the break. Hardin Valley has some work to do in that game. Carter up big right now on Union County as well. Grace Christian keeping it on the ground. Nice hole there on the cutback, and they're going to take this one about to midfield. Not quite a first down, but a good gain there for Grace Christian. As again, they're leading this one by 2 touchdowns right now, 21-7. Well, it says the half there at the bottom on the ticker, but we're watching this game live for you.
They're in the third quarter now, but we also have some word from Anderson County that number 17 Jackson Price is not playing quarterback, as we see Heritage kicking it off, but Damian Lavelle is lining up at quarterback for Anderson County. That's a senior who might just be the best athlete on the field, and that's who they're going with.
That's who you give the ball to, right. And this is a good game that we've been watching here. This is Heritage South Doyle. They just kicked off the second half of this one. Heritage up at home, 14-7. At least that was the last word we have, and we'll continue to get you up to date here. But Heritage and South Doyle, two teams looking to really get something going here in the early stages of the season. South Doyle off to that 2-0 start. Doubling what they did last year as far as wins. Heritage has always struggled a little bit, but they had a changing of the guard. You just saw the head coach there just a few moments ago, Joe Ossovet. He has really done some amazing things there in Heritage to kind of bring back a belief, a winning attitude, if you will, at Heritage.
Yeah, and Heritage 1-0. We talked about that game against Clinton being a no contest, but they're 1-0 for the first time since 2020. They have lost their opening game for the past 4 years. I mean, just to start the season 1-0, that's got to give you some confidence, set up some momentum for this team. And like we said, Joe Ossovet said, it's time, guys. We've been here. You know the system. It's time to get that return on investment. Heritage did win this matchup last year, 32-2.
So we'll see what Benson Brain can do. The junior quarterback out of the shotgun, hands it off. They cut it back the opposite direction, but does not fool Heritage. Nice pursuit. Good anticipation that time by the Mountaineer defense. That was Isaiah Winfield, the senior, with the carry there for South Doyle. So a big play coming up here for the Heritage defense. Third down right now for South Doyle. They're going to try to pick up the first down, otherwise they're going to have to punt it away from deep in their own territory here, so we'll see what happens. This time as brings his crew back up to the line. This is going to be a big play for them if they want to keep this drive going and have a chance here to possibly even things up here against Heritage.
He wants to throw it, but he's scrambling.
Wide open. Great catch by Jeremiah Smith. Yep.
We've seen him a little bit tonight already.
So again, keeps the drive alive here for South Doyle as they'll move the chains.
I don't know if you saw him on the quarter screen. He was still pointing.
He was
still pointing, just making sure everyone knows. First down, move him down. Yeah, I caught that.
It was almost kind of like Heritage forgot he was out there. He was wide open.
Yeah.
I think once the scramble started,
sometimes
everybody moved, right.
Everyone went one way and Jeremiah was on the other side.
Brain drops back again. Comes back our side as well. That time intended for Camarion Rice, but incomplete. So South Doyle second down. So place the ball, and we'll see what happens here if they go back to the air. Looks like they're trying to keep it.
No one is hurting in this game. This is very slow to get set up on both sides.
And that's what South Doyle wants to dictate the tempo. And that's what they're doing right now on offense. Rice kind of bobbled it, but nice job getting control after the snap there. Crenshaw on the carry, but really had nowhere to go.
So that brings up a third down. Heritage is fired up, defensive linemen.
Yeah, faced again with another third down. We'll see if they come up with another big play. They got the rock music blaring, like everything going,
Why
firing
not? It's a
everybody
party
else
out
up.
there.
Have you ever been to a game at Heritage?
It's beautiful.
I was going to say it is one of the most picturesque areas or football stadiums in our area.
Especially when the sun is setting.
Yep.
You can see the mountains behind you.
All right, so here's Brang once again, looking deep, airing it
yeah.
out. Got to receive it, but no, not going to happen. He was, again, looking for Rice.
Yeah.
Rice
job.
was looking over his left shoulder, but it came over his right shoulder.
Yeah, good job by the defensive back in that situation. That's number 4, Keaton Kidd, just staying all over him. So that's not Keaton Kidd.
Ethan
that
Bryant.
was Ethan Bryant. I was looking at the wrong roster.
But you got the 4.
I got. If I didn't get the 4, that'd be a problem.
Kind of give you a behind-the-scenes look, if you will, at the Heritage sideline there. Is again, this is what happens during those our games. Is, I think we had a block.
Blocked.
Yep.
Who got it? Oh, looks like Sal Doyle. It looks like Sal Doyle's going to be back on offense, right?
What was blocked that I think the refs are talking about it.
Lincoln Jackson says it's going that
That's
way.
right. Depends what jersey you have on was the direction that you were pointing,
Yeah.
right? And everybody was pointing in different directions. Great job, by the way, with the photographer.
Yeah, that's Kayla Precht out there.
Kayla keeping the camera rolling as she was getting into position so that we could see the blocked punt. Now, Brang is back out there
Yeah,
for
and Rice,
South Doyle.
we see Rice out there. He's ready. He said, I didn't get that one. Give me another whack at it. They're still talking it over there. Joe Ossovic, yeah.
Right.
He's a fellow Long Island guy.
Yeah.
He can bring out that personality quick.
It is first down South Doyle. Because my thought there was, well, first of all, the ball didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still well behind.
All right.
Oh, now they changed the dirt. Now it just changed. Well,
he's
then I'm wrong.
dancing.
So then the ref turned around and I think pointed the other direction. So we're going to find. Yeah, it looks like South Doyle's got it because Kayla's back
Kayla's
on the
move.
Right.
Kayla knows what's going on. We don't know. Kayla knows.
We were all wrong on that one. I'm not sure. Yeah, the refs also weren't 100% sure. They pointed in 2 different directions, but it looks like South Doyle has the football once again. So we'll get another look here at Benson Brang
and see what he brings, as the great Bo Williams says.
That's right. So Brang at quarterback. He's got Isaiah Winfield with him there in the backfield. And he's going to give it to Winfield. Winfield's going to take it far side. Does he get a block? Try to get around the end.
Pushed out there, but some good yardage there.
Second down.
I know we've seen Sal Doyle move kind of slow, but in this instance, wouldn't you want to kind of pick up the pace a little bit?
But if it's been working for you, stay with what works for you, I guess.
Because you've been moving the ball down, wouldn't you want to keep up that pace? But yeah, that's why I'm not a coach, maybe. Coach Hedrick knows what he's doing, so I don't.
All right, so Brang again takes the snap. They'll keep it on the ground again, and again the handoff going to Winfield comes our direction.
Yeah, we talked about Winfield coming into this game, but we saw Mill Crenshaw, who's kind of RB2, having a little bit more success against this defense. So maybe, do you say, let's try and throw Mill out there? And
maybe they try to mix it up here at some point. They might, but right now it still looks like Winfield's still in there, the senior, at the running back position. I mean, he's picking up yardage.
Yeah.
So, taking the snap. This time he's going to go airborne with it. Goes deep. Oh.
I think we lost
it.
Oh,
no. To be continued. Can we put the to be continued at the bottom? We don't know.
Quite
what happened. Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going to take a break. Nope.
Oh, we're back.
We got it back. Okay, let's find out what happened. As we saw, Brang dropped back.
Yeah.
Went deep
with
it.
Into
and
the
then
night
sky. This is back in my day, they call it cliffhanger, right? All right, now we are going to take a break, we're told.
Right.
We'll be right back with more Friday Frenzy Live in just a moment. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Bo Williams along with Sam Rothman. We have found out what happened.
The last time you saw us, I was like, what happened? The ball was in the night sky.
And then we lost the signal.
Right. But we didn't really lose the signal.
No, we really
come
didn't.
to find out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna send it over to Kayla Precht, who was behind that shot, and she's gonna tell us what happens. Maybe
Kayla,
get her on.
Yeah, Kayla, fill us in.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
we hear you.
Over there?
Yeah.
I was on the. Okay, good. I was on the sideline. You know, obviously I was trying to stay out of the way of everybody, but I got ran into by one of the refs on that play. So that is what happened and knocked out my battery. We lost it on the touchdown, but it was a touchdown.
So it was a touchdown for South. So is it 14-14? What's the score right now? There you go.
Yeah,
14-14.
the score is 14-14 currently. We're tied.
Kayla, those refs always get in the way.
Yeah, well, obviously you got your battery back. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get a good shot.
She's putting her body on the line
for the
shot.
shot of the game.
Well, Kayla, you get gold stars tonight. We'll let you get back to work. Great job out there tonight. Thank you. All right, take a look at it. Heritage with the football right now as they're trying to get retake the lead. It's now 14-14, as you just heard from Kayla there. Heritage, though, with the football. I'm just glad she's okay.
I'm glad she's okay. I like the dedication. She goes, I was just trying to get the shot, you know?
Yeah, we've all been hit
We've
by a ref
We've
on the
all been
sidelines,
hit. It's kind of like your introductory. They say, welcome to your high school football moment, welcome to your college football moment, welcome to your filming high school football on the sideline moment.
Right, exactly. More Friday Frenzy Live in just a moment. Stay with us. We're keeping you up to date on all the action. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Bo Williams along with Sam Rothman. We have been taking you all around the area, bringing you all the action. We even became part of the action at one point. We did. Kayla but she is fine, and a pretty good game out there, by the way, between Heritage and South Doyle, tied up at 14.
Yeah, much closer than our game of the week, which is where we find KCK live now with a halftime report. Alcoa up big. Casey, what do you think's been the difference in this one? Obviously, both of these teams came in with big offenses, but Gibbs has not been able to score, and Alcoa has. What have you seen from this Alcoa offense that's been the difference?
I think the biggest thing, Sam, and you kind of mentioned it earlier on in the broadcast, is that they are working a lot faster than they did back 2 weeks ago when we saw them against Maryville. A little bit more up-tempo rather than slowing it down. I know that Coach that night said that it wasn't their intent to work with a slow offense. However, that's just kind of how it played out, how it worked to get that win over Maryville. I think that tonight is a little bit more how they want to play when they have the opportunity with a little bit faster. And honestly, it's just the comfortability for Alcoa right now. I mean, they just are looking like there's a puzzle out here to be put together, and they have every single piece as soon as they pick it up, whereas Gibbs, really a lot of it has been 3 and out, haven't been able to get anything moving and grooving. They had a nice return before the halftime hit, but other than that, offensively, really a lot has been 3 and out. We really haven't even gotten a chance to see them, and on the flip side, haven't gotten a chance to see the Alcoa defense either.
Thomas Manu, got to ask you about him, Casey. I mean, we're obviously watching what you're bringing to us here, but you're seeing him live, up close and in person. I mean, this kid, it doesn't matter if he's running or throwing, he just seems to be on tonight.
I mean, I'll echo again what you guys said. Calm, cool, and collected. You can't get any more, at peace out on the football field than what we see from Manu. And I know we talked earlier today in the 5 and 6 p.m. newscast that really he resembles an Eli Graff last year, who has been with Alcoa, who was with Alcoa, now graduated and at Carson Newman, but who was at Alcoa for all 4 years of his high school career, really had that spark during his senior year. Thomas Manu took a back seat to him. He played at safety for 15 games last season, a starter. He got those reps as a starter, even though it wasn't at quarterback. It's really paid dividends for him to be able to settle in. And I actually was talking to Gibbs head coach Brad Turner earlier today. He said that his quarterback right now, Keith Jones, he played at safety as well last year, started in most of the games. He said he likes putting guys who are going to play quarterback in his program at safety because they can see the field. He even tells them, look at what that opposing quarterback is doing, not just for on the defensive side of things, but in terms of what he's doing offensively as a quarterback, so that you kind of know what you're getting into when you become the starter. So I thought that was a really interesting tidbit from Turner, and I think that really applies to Manu on the other side of the field, what he was able to see at safety through 15 games with Alcoa last year, and now he's able to apply that. So he had Graff to follow, and he had that experience starting, and that's all really come together to help him, be the best that he can be right here, about to lead Alcoa to a 3-0 start to the season.
Casey, one more question before we let you go back to filming. Brian Nix, he's got to be happy, right, with what his team is doing right now. But you look at him on the sideline, he's still screaming at everyone. Just what have you seen from him on the sideline tonight?
I mean, if you're a coach, are you ever satisfied, right? I don't know how many points he has in his head. I know I was going back through the records today. 66-0 was a score back in 2021. That was as far as I went back. Didn't need to go back any further because I was trying to see if last week, beat a few years back. Didn't really get too far and saw that Alcoa had won 66-0. So I kind of have that one in my mind tonight. If they're trying to, get a little bit higher than that, maybe that's the number he's got in his head. We will have a running clock in the second half, so a little bit less opportunity in terms of racking up the score, but I wouldn't be surprised if we came away with a 70-some victory Gibbs over Alcoa tonight. But in terms of Nix on the sideline, he's exactly what you would think he would be, whether they're up 45 like they are tonight, or they were in a close one with Maryville 2 weeks ago. Still on his players, still wants to make sure that they're set up for success because, they're not all going to be like this. They're not all going to be this easy. Eventually, Alcoa does run into some opponent that challenges them throughout the season. Last year, we saw that with Ravenwood. They had that loss. 2 years ago, Maryville handed them a loss. They don't have many losses over the last 2 years, but always got to make sure they're putting those guys in the best position to be successful, best position to be prepared for whoever comes their way later in the season.
Casey, we appreciate it. We're going to let you rest here for a moment. You've got another half to run up and down the sidelines there. So again, Casey K joining us out there between Alcoa and Gibbs. We'll have much more on that game and a whole lot more when Friday Frenzy Live continues. So stay with us. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. We are continuing to keep you up to date on the latest. And Maryville, it is over. Beats Bearden 56-0.
A nice under 2-hour game with a running clock there in the second half. And Maryville, 2 huge wins in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, the Will Jones Show continues for Maryville. Last year, Maryville beat Bearden 62-28, and then the playoffs 41-20. So Maryville definitely has had the Bulldogs number.
Just a little bit.
And they've got it again tonight. All right, we're continuing to keep you up to date around the area. Let's get you up to date. Lipscomb and Catholic. Catholic getting ready to kick off. They just scored a few moments ago. We were in the break on the opening kick to start the second half. They took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Owens and you're this Catholic team that has lost to Lipscomb every single year, you're up big. You're up 35-0 against a team that's always had your number. I mean, you got to feel good right now. 42-0 with that last touchdown. Yeah.
So right now, big return for Lipscomb as they bring it back near side. Nice cut there. We may have back-to-back. He tripped or something.
Yeah, sometimes you have all that adrenaline.
And the momentum's going forward, and a big return there for Lipscomb. But
I did that in my recreation kickball league one time. I had too much momentum.
I just do that walking from my desk.
I was trying to go home.
Hey, we're back at Heritage in South Doyle, so we're switching up games for you right now. Heritage, this has been a good game.
Looks like,
did he get in?
Yeah, it looks like he got in. That is...
See if we can get a number for you there, but is that
number one?
Yep, number 1 for Heritage. Number 1 in your hearts. Number 1, that is Caden Filippo. He is a sophomore.
And he is pumped as all can be.
And this has been kind of a back and forth game. Heritage will score, South Doyle will answer. Heritage quickly marches it downfield 20-14. So
this is a good game.
This may be one of the better games of the evening here. This has been a tight one. 2 teams that play at different tempos that we've been able to figure out because Heritage, you blink and they're knocking on the door. South Doyle, a little more reserved going down the field, right? Taking their time. But here's the extra point. It's good, 21-14.
And what I've never noticed in my couple of years of being here is, Joe Ossovic used to be on Tennessee's staff at Heritage, up now as you see that score, but he still has the 3 guys in the different colored shirts, just like how they have at Tennessee at a high school football game, with the big black sign behind. It's football.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just find I've never seen that at a high school game before, and I've never noticed it. And Caleb Precht just showed us that on the sideline. So some things never change for Coach Ossovic. It doesn't matter that he's doing some high school football.
Good to see the crowd there.
Yeah.
Again, Heritage and South Doyle. Heritage supporting their team, and looks like they're going to be off to a 2-0 start this year. Let's go back to Catholic. And Lipscomb
trying to
with
get
that
on
big
the board,
return.
yeah.
So let's see if they can pop it in. They're down 42-0. Catholic in control of this one. Lipscomb going airborne, wide open.
Oh.
So just like that.
We missed, the 42 points of Catholic, and we turned on right.
We're here to bring you
when
Lipscomb Academy's
gets on the board.
one and only score. But, here you go. A game is a tale of two halves, right?
Yeah.
Catholic dominated the first half. They even opened the second half with a kick return. Lipscomb answers, so will this now spark them, and could this become a tight game when we get late into the fourth?
You never know.
We'll have to wait and see. It'll be interesting to see how Catholic answers, considering this is the first time Lipscomb really has been able to do anything.
Yeah, and at this point, you're in the second half. You were up 30 points. Did you think the starters were still out there for Catholic? We don't know. We didn't get to see that play. And they're going for two. Looks like they're going to get it.
Yeah.
42-8. We're going to bring up the kick return in just a second.
So 42-8 is the score, as Sam just mentioned there. Lipscomb going for two. But Catholic opened this one with the kick return to start the second half, and here it is for you. Take a look at it. And this, again, is how Catholic went up 42-0 at this point.
That's Amari McKenzie. Oh, no, that's Tyree King.
Yeah.
I thought it was a one. Yeah, that's not surprising. He's got his future coach on the sideline, Kelsey Pope. I'm sure Kelsey Pope loves to see that.
Exactly. We'll be seeing him in some orange and white.
It looks like he's got the orange band on, right?
Yeah.
And I know he wears those Tennessee gloves. You see them flashing past you. I like he looks behind him. No one's even close to him, and he's just looking back. No one's near you, Tyreek.
But nice job. No huge celebration. Just kind of popping the ball down there, gives it a spin, and in the end zone. So that made a 42-0 Catholic. And then, as we just showed you live a few moments ago, Lipscomb getting into the end zone. Nice play, by the way, by Lipscomb to make it a 42-8 game. So,
and I guess
Catholic's
the starters are still in. Starters are still in.
So, Catholic in control early in the third quarter. We'll continue to see if Catholic can now answer now that they've given up some points.
Yeah.
And we'll see how they do offensively. So we'll see what happens. Let's go back to South Doyle Heritage. This, again, a game going back and forth. Heritage up 21-14. We saw them score just a few moments ago to take the lead. But let's find out what's going on now as we take you back. And here's Heritage, again, with the football. And nice defensive play that time by South Doyle. Don't give defense enough credit sometimes in these, but it really was, there was nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And South Doyle with a nice job there, bringing down the quarterback. And now we're back out live. So again, 21-14. Yep. So South Doyle, looks like we had a penalty, so they're moving the football here just a little bit, getting things set back up.
And we kind of knew from the start of this game, we saw them trade scores, and we said this might be what we see all night, and that certainly has been the case.
All right, so Brang will bring his team, you like it when I say that.
I love it.
Up to the line. South Doyle looking to answer now. And they like to play out of the shotgun. And he's going to go to the air, quick pass, and incomplete.
Almost hit a couple of photographers on the side. Thank God Kayla was on this side this time. We don't need a round two. I just heard Kayla laugh. At least she's laughing about it.
Yeah, we're all wondering what had happened. If you're just joining us, she and the ref got to know each other.
A little too well.
Knocked the battery off the back of the camera. But she's fine, camera's fine. South Doyle scored on the play, make it 14-14, and now Heritage back on top. South Doyle, though, punting it away. So Heritage is going to get the ball back here. It'll be interesting to see now if Heritage can take advantage of this, because no one's really been able to take control of this game.
Yeah, and that was an interesting move.
I'm kind of surprised he picked it up. Yeah, I am too. One of his coaches may talk to him and say, maybe just let that one roll.
That one go, yeah.
Right, that was Dylan Burgess, a senior.
Yeah.
But he's thinking, well, hey, here I am last season.
Yeah, that's when Joe Osmond comes in and says, remember when I told you about return on investment?
Right. Fall on it next time,
yeah.
And then we'll just take it from there. But here is an opportunity for one of these two teams to actually take control and go up by 2 touchdowns, right? Because it's just been kind of back and forth. No one's really been able to take control of this game. Heritage now will have that opportunity, so we'll get a chance. I really haven't had a chance because they've moved so quickly.
They do.
We haven't had a chance to really watch the Mountaineers tonight,
we haven't seen
offensively, so I'm actually excited.
Every single time, Bo's been doing his Benson Brang joke.
Yeah, because Benson Brang has been doing a great job tonight for South Doyle.
We've got Madden. You have a Madden McNeil pun or anything?
I'll have to come up with that one.
Yeah,
but hey, here you go. This is why Heritage has been moving up and down the field.
Yeah. Little
he was
flip
all over
back,
the place. Yeah, nice job. He jumps right back up, says, hey, I'm okay. Big gain for the Mountaineers. So quickly, they keep it on the ground. They get some room. A great pickup there for Heritage, and we'll see if they kind of pick up the tempo here a little bit. But again, they're looking to go up by 2 scores and really take control of this game in the third quarter.
And again, for this program, they've been so close. They've been in games the past few years. They just haven't been able to close it out. So if they're able to close it out, that would just be big for this program.
All right, so Filippo again.
Filippo, yeah. He had a
nice job hanging onto the football, breaks a couple tackles. Trying to hit him a little
Still
too
up,
high. You
there
got to
he
wrap him
goes.
up down low, and good pickup that time
Yeah.
by the sophomore running back.
Yeah.
And you got to love that too. You say, man, he's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
And he's picking
We've
up
got him
gains
2
and
more
making runs
years.
like that.
Yeah.
That's right. Madden McNeil, by the way, the senior quarterback at Heritage.
And like we said, it's always good when you see the photographer moving behind the end zone. So
that means you're threatening.
Yep. So hopefully we can get some action into the end zone. Looks like we're going to have a timeout right here.
Got to talk about this one for a little bit.
This is a big time in the game.
It is. It's huge for Heritage. It's also huge for South Doyle because you've been able to answer each time, so you don't want this one to get out of hand. So we'll come back to this one. We'll let you know if Heritage is able to punch it in or if South Doyle is able to dig in. We do want to check in on Grace Christian. They are down I-75 in Chattanooga tonight, taking on Chattanooga Christian. They are up in this game. Grace Christian, but Chattanooga Christian right now with the football, and they're going deep with a receiver wide open, and I think he may have dropped that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It looked like maybe it hit him in the hands, possibly.
Yeah, tried him. He reached out for it.
Tough to tell.
Yeah.
But they were going deep, looking maybe to catch Grace Christian napping there a little bit. But last time I want to say it was 21-7. It's 35-7 now, Grace Christian, I'm being told. So, okay, 35-7, Grace Christian on top. And I believe they've changed directions. So I'm guessing they're in the fourth. Looks like we've got a penalty on the play, too.
Yeah,
So
maybe an interference. Yeah.
Yeah, getting a little bit of help here. 7 minutes in the fourth. So right now, Grace Christian rolling in this one and in pretty good position right now with a 28-point lead here in the fourth quarter. All right, we're going to go back to South Doyle Heritage. Heritage knocking on the door, looking to take a 2-score lead. Looks like they threw it in the end zone, but incomplete. Ethan Bryant was the intended receiver there, the junior. They've been successful on the ground, so it'll be interesting to see if they go back to the running game here. I'm sure they were thinking here, okay, the running game, we're setting up our passing game. At that time, a little bit too much on the back of the ball and it went out of the back of the end zone. So McNeil in the shotgun.
He faked out everyone there, and he might just running right in. There we go.
And that is a huge score for Heritage, the senior. A great run there, and also nice job by our own Kayla Preck. She was not faked out in that play and stayed on the quarterback.
Now, I've been doing it for a little while. I know, Bo, you used to film sports. That could fake you out super easy. Everyone goes that way, and Kayla said, nope. I'm saying right here, I know what's going on. Now, if Kayla was a defender for South Doyle, Madden McNeil maybe doesn't get in the end zone. She would have made the tackle.
She would have made the tackle, exactly. But, yeah, she was probably the only person that wasn't faked out by that play. But nice job by everybody. But a good run there by the senior quarterback for Heritage. Time now for the extra point attempt, and it is good. So Heritage now with a 2-touchdown lead. And this is the biggest lead of the night. 28-14 is the score. And Heritage knocking on the door of going 2-0.
Yeah.
South Doyle coming into the game 2-0. This could be their first loss of the season, but still a lot of football to be played out there
for sure.
In Blount County.
But if you're Joe Ossoff and you're watching this offense right now, you got to be pretty happy.
You really do. You've got to be encouraged about what you're seeing moving forward for the season. All right, let's get you up to date here on some other games. Let's go back out live. Heading back out to Catholic. Is that where we're going? Yeah, Catholic taking on Lipscomb.
42-8. We saw that Lipscomb touchdown right before we went back to that South Doyle Heritage game.
Oh, a little bit of a bobble there on the snap. Good job hanging on to it. Garrett King, number 9 there, and a quarterback for Catholic.
Tackled by Z. Crockett.
So King, just a sophomore.
Reserve and 4.
Looked like there was about a minute left to go in the quarter if I saw the clock right. And I don't know if they're doing a running clock at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not sure.
This has been a pretty quick third quarter.
It looks like Mac Bartholomew is not in the game, though. That is Garrett King,
Right.
sophomore. So again, we kind of talked about, do you pull your starters? Maybe you put in some guys to get some time, and it looks like that's what Coach Owens is doing.
Yeah, so you can see kind of where we are in the third quarter. The clock winding down here. We're about to, well, we've stopped here. Just 39.8 seconds to go in the third. But 42-8 is the score. Catholic has been in control of this one from the get-go. Even opened up the second half with a pretty long kickoff return that we brought to you there. Tyreek King on the return to make it 42-0 at the time for Catholic. Yeah. Let's go back to Alcoa Gibbs, our game of the night. This one's been all Alcoa, though. And again, Alcoa with the football. We have not seen a whole lot of Gibbs offense tonight.
I don't know if we've seen any play with Gibbs on offense tonight. It just shows Alcoa's defense has just been plain and simple getting the job done. Yeah, just 3 and out, not giving them a chance to get anything done.
So it looks like right now, let's see, Alcoa, let's see, we got to change a quarterback? Did we bring
I think
in?
we do.
I think we do
That's
also.
number 10.
Number 10, that's Haynes Hawkins, if that's who that was.
Yeah. He's listed as a wide receiver, but if you're an Alcoa, you can play any position. Oh, no, it looks like 14,
yeah, 14, actually. It's going to be
that's
Luca Darty. Yeah, a sophomore. Yeah.
6'2". He's a big dude.
He's a big guy.
You see Thomas Manu out there, and then you switch to him.
Yeah. So Alcoa keeping on the ground. They brought the reserves in on this one. As Casey told us at halftime, this is a running clock now.
So this one should be moving pretty quick. But again, this is great. If you're Coach Nix,
Yeah, 45-0.
Yeah. If you're Coach Nix and these assistants, you get a look at what you have coming up. And that's why Alcoa probably has been so successful at reloading, because these guys have a lot of experience. Because they're always up big at half. And then, you just said, you bring in the number 2s and they get valuable playing time against a really good Gibbs team that Alcoa is just plain and simple better.
The ball is somewhere. There it is.
Yeah.
There we go. So pass complete. So again, they're keeping it on the ground. They're still mixing it up a little bit. Darty taking it to the air that time. A short gain, but a gain nonetheless here for Alcoa. And it looks like they're going to have to punt it away. I think that might have been third down. It looks like Darty's coming off the field.
There's so many freaking bugs. I felt like I had a bug going up and down the back of my shirt.
All right, we're going to bring it back in here to the studio for just a second as we get you caught up here on what's going on. But Alcoa up 45-0 right now. Yeah. No big problems so far in this one. It has been all Alcoa. We thought maybe we'd have see how Gibbs would respond to this one, but they have really struggled tonight to try to find an answer to Alcoa.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Alcoa was heavily favored. We all knew that going in. You heard Brad Turner, why us? But I think this is a little shocking that they haven't been able to get on the board and we haven't seen any Gibbs offense.
Yeah.
It's been pure and total domination. Now you look at Gibbs and you said, oh, what they did to teams before, they looked like they dominated. But then you look at Alcoa and Maryville, that was back and forth. So the talent gap between those powerhouses, between the Alcoas, the Maryvilles, and then that next tier, the Anderson Counties, the Gibbs, there's just such a big difference between those two teams and those two type of teams that it's not comparable at this point.
No, not at all. Gibbs, by the way, last week was a 24-21 winner. That was a tight one at Halls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough game for them last week, but a good win for Gibbs. But obviously just shows you where Alcoa is. Yeah. And they're really sending a message also. A lot of people have said, okay, well, they're going to 4A. Well, let's see what happens.
They don't care.
Okay. You're going to have a win against a district opponent or a region opponent, and you're also going to have 2 wins against 2 6As. So I think they've pretty much sent the message that not a whole lot's changing.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Same old, same old.
All right, so let's take a break. We'll be back. We've got more action for you. We'll keep you up to date. We'll get another check-in on what's happening out at Heritage as well. That's a tight one out there. Heritage, the 2-touchdown lead on South Doyle. We'll check in on those and a whole lot more in just a moment. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Bo Williams, Sam Rothman. Sam, huge news, another big night for Concord Christian.
Yeah, Steve Matthews already giving us Friday Frenzy Player of the Week nominations. But again, we talked about Concord Christian coming into this year, no program wins. They just won their second game against Palm Beach Christian, 59-14. I'm going to give you that Player of the Week nomination quick. Dasani Molden, he did everything tonight, all right? 1 rushing touchdown, 1 receiving touchdown, 1 punt return touchdown, an interception, and then 3 tackles.
Good night for him. Great night for Concord Christian. Congratulations to the crew there. 2 wins now on the season after having zip.
Yeah, that's just awesome to see. Built that program from the ground up.
Some other scores. Yeah, we told you about that. Maryville 56-0 over Bearden.
Yeah.
Hardin Valley, a little bit of a shock. 49-0. Yes and no.
You never know. You go up against these teams like we've seen, and Bradley Central's pretty good.
They are good.
Hardin Valley, you don't expect them to get shut out, but they do. Some more scores now. Stone Memorial rolling 40-0. Carnes rolling over Campbell County at 37-0. Big win for Carnes.
Huge win for Carnes. The Beavers have been close this season, but good to see them pick up a W. Loudon.
I love that score, 15-9.
I mean, but Loudon back-to-back wins after getting annihilated in the first game. They have really regrouped well and have not had back-to-back wins.
But you also expect that Loudon score to be a little bit bigger, right?
True, but coming off such a huge rivalry game.
Right.
So I'm sure they'll take that win. That was the Thursday night game, right? Powell with the win.
Huge win
Battle
for
of
Powell.
Emory. Sequoia losing at Polk County tonight, 20-8 the final there. So just a handful of scores that we're passing along. These are finals now that have been coming in tonight.
Write them down.
Yeah, write them down.
Write them in.
If not, Sam's going to bring you some more coming up tonight on WATE Channel 6 during the 11 o'clock newscast. Also been watching that Heritage game. This is a good game. Yeah, Heritage and South Doyle. We've been bringing you the live coverage of this one for you. Heritage up by 2 scores. Last time we checked, looks like we got a player a little shaken up on the play.
Kayla Precht out there bringing us great footage from the game.
Yeah.
Last time we checked, what was the score, Bo?
It was 28-14.
28-14, right.
Yeah. And that was really the first time.
Kayla right on cue, 28-14. She's on it, 28-14. 3 minutes left.
Yeah. So right now, Heritage in pretty good shape with the football, too.
Yeah, you can add the exclamation point right here. Just run out the clock, maybe get a couple more points on the board, and leave 2-0 on the season. Yeah,
it looks like we had a timeout on the field.
Yeah.
But you know what, you're right. They could go 2-0 in South Doyle. For South Doyle, you know, this even with a loss, to be 2-1 and a tough loss on the road, you can still take something away from this one.
For sure.
They've had some great offense. They've had some great drives tonight.
I mean, South Doyle lost this game 32-2 last year, and they've been in it all night.
Yeah. So don't take anything away from what South Doyle has done tonight. Other games we've been watching for you tonight is Catholic and Lipscomb, and this one has been all Catholic, but Lipscomb trying to do something, and they go deep. And what a grab, first of all, and taking it into the end zone. Now, keep in mind, it was 42-8 last time we checked on this one. This game is in the fourth quarter, but Lipscomb, you know, they're just trying to save some face here a little bit, I guess, on the road at Catholic.
Yeah.
And but they've had some couple of big plays here in the second half.
I mean, this is a good Lipscomb team, but for the Mustangs, it's 42-14. But for the Mustangs, it's just going to be too little, too late. I mean, there's 11:45 left on the clock. You could, but I just know that Coach Owens is not going to let this get out of hand. Maybe if you pulled your starters on defense, put them back in there.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, because you get down the field there, you punch it in again, this thing could get interesting, you know?
Lipscomb, though, you may notice that a couple times we've checked in on this game, they like to roll. That quarterback likes to
and there's a good shot at Kelsey Pope into your living room, checking out his future wide receiver.
Who we saw score
a little
while
Dave's
ago.
Getting a good shot of Kelsey Pope with the camo on. He's blending in. He doesn't want anyone to know who he is, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, Dave
everyone
knows
in
who
Knoxville
he is.
knows who he is.
That's right.
Yeah, he's got to be happy with his
King,
and also his wide receivers last week, right?
Oh, absolutely.
For Tennessee,
Absolutely, All smiles around. Of course, Tennessee with the ETSU.
He almost got knocked out there. We've had some close calls
Dave
today.
almost got hit, too. I mean, everybody over there on the sideline almost got hit. Not sure where that ball was going.
No idea.
Our cameraman, Dave could have grabbed that and run the opposite direction.
Oh, yeah. With the camera in hand.
For a touchdown.
And the live view on the back. We would stream it live for you guys at home.
All right, so again, Lipscomb right now, trailing Catholic. This one has been all Catholic.
Lipscomb trying to make a push, but again, it is the fourth quarter. Time is winding down.
And as we mentioned before, we were noticing too, the last time we checked in on this game, looks like maybe they made some changes for Catholic, brought in some of the backups, giving them some game time action as well. So.
Right, and so you expect a little bit of that, for Lipscomb to make a push. Their starters still in. Catholic has their number 2s in. You expect that. But again, if this starts to get out of hand.
Beside the quarterback, still going to throw it. Got to the line of scrimmage, makes a nice
and he
nice
might, like at the 5, brought down.
When that quarterback starts scrambling, starts rolling, it does do something that the defense is having a hard time.
Right. We've seen a couple of those scramble plays work out in Lipscomb's favor.
So Lipscomb again knocking on the door, but you see the scoreboard right there behind a 42-14 is the score with 11 minutes still to go.
11 minutes. I mean, there's time.
I mean, there is time, and as we mentioned, it is a game of 2 halves.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here, but they need to score quickly if Lipscomb wants to get back into this one. So Lipscomb here, on the rollout, but we'll come back to that one.
Looks like Heritage just scored, and that might do it.
That's going to put them by 3 touchdowns. That'll put them by 3. So Heritage looks like they're going to go to 2-0. South Doyle will drop to 2-1. A tough loss for the Cherokees on the road, but again, much better than what happened last season when these two got together. But for Heritage, sends a little bit of a message as well. This was a tight game until the second half, and then their offense really started to click, and they were able to score, put 2 quickly on the board. With the extra point, should make it 35-14.
Thomas Bowers on the receiving end of that touchdown, and if you're Joe Ossovic watching this, again, he's a coach. There's going to be some things he's not happy about, but the fact that this was a back-and-forth game and Heritage was able to take control when it mattered at the end of the game, not letting South Doyle get in the end zone, and then getting in the end zone, putting on the exclamation point, don't take your foot off the gas,
Right.
And now, like you said, Bo, this one's wrapped up.
Yeah, Gavin Hyatt there with the extra point. He is the place kicker for Heritage, so a nice job there, making it 35-14. Let's go back to Lipscomb and Catholic. Looks like Lipscomb still with the football.
Still knocking on the door. Is it third down? Yeah, third and 9. So this is a big play right here.
So see if Catholic can, they're obviously they're going to go for it on 4th down as well. They'll go to the end zone, and no, this one was it wasn't going to go out of the end zone regardless. It was tipped, but I don't think anybody was going to make that grab, at least for Lipscomb. So they'll probably go for it here, obviously on 4th and 9, down 42-14.
Nothing to lose.
Nah. But again, a huge outing for Catholic. I mean, they're really sending a message, winning on the road at Anderson County, coming back home, and taking on a team that really has had their number over the last several years.
And I don't think anyone is surprised by this. If you had heard Coach Shadowin's talked to Coach Josh Jones, who used to be over at Bearden, now is the quarterback coach. He really likes Mac Bartholomew. Obviously, you have Tyreek King there. They have weapons. It's just a team that has talent. And if you put the pieces together.
Pass goes out of the back of the end zone. So they will turn it over on downs.
And if you're at a school like Catholic, they have a rich history of football there. You expect them to be good.
Mm-hmm. So Catholic off and rolling. This is how you know it's been a busy night. These are all nice, neat piles.
Go back to the beginning of the show. It was all together.
It's all over the place. I think Gibbs has scored in the game against Alcoa, we're being told, and I believe we've got that for you. We do want to show that as we're getting close to wrapping up here on Friday Frenzy Live. But this is just a few moments ago. Gibbs getting on the scoreboard. So again, huge for Gibbs.
It's important.
It is important. Yeah. I mean, there is something you can take away from this. Alcoa has been in command from the get-go. But again, Gibbs getting on the scoreboard, as you saw there. Tucker Owenby punching it in for Gibbs. So to get them on the scoreboard tonight. So big touchdown for them tonight. So 45-70, about 5 minutes left to go in that game. Pretty much all these games starting to wind down across the area. I've had some tight ones, but we've also had a lot of blowouts this week. That's for sure.
And maybe that's a week we're getting into the schedule, getting into some district games where there's some disparity, right, between these teams, and teams are finding themselves and teams are realizing maybe this is a rebuilding year, maybe this is figuring out. And that is a big run.
That is a big run. That is Jamon Bishop, Jr., 6 foot, 240 pounds.
I would have to guess maybe he's not a running back.
Well, they've got him listed, as a running back defensive lineman.
He's been running all night, according to Connor in my ear. We just haven't seen it, but yeah.
So you don't see a whole lot of guys who are running backs but also play defensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a reason, but yeah, he shows I can run.
Hey,
yeah, I guess he's really not running. He's really just pushing everyone.
He's a big guy, but I tell you what, he's getting the job done.
Exactly.
And, that's for sure. Great shot there of the stadium at Gibbs. Great night for football. Had some questions of whether or not some areas could see some rain. Looks like a lot of these places are going to get out of there. The fans go there before the rain moves in. But another pickup here as, again, this is Bishop gets his number called, and the junior picking up a handful of yards there for Alcoa there at midfield.
Yeah, big win for Alcoa. If you're Gibbs, you can't get too down after this game. It's Alcoa. Gibbs still one of the top teams in 4A for sure, and I'm sure they'll bounce back.
Go back out to South Doyle real quick as South Doyle with the football. Nice pass completion there.
Yeah, a couple of nice.
They're not packing it in either. Hey, we're going to have much more highlights and scores for you. Sam, you're going to have it for us tonight on WAT 6 on your side news at 11 o'clock.
We will. If you missed anything, we'll have all the, and KCK with a happy, hopefully, Brian Nix.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for joining us. We'll do it again next week.